Hey guys, so just thought I'd make a quick video because I am yet again multitasking, but I've had a bit of a conversation with a presenter about home parties. Home parties, and I know that some of you do home parties and some of you haven't really done it yet, but I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of some pointers on how to get them, how to keep them, what to do at them. Okay, so how to get them. First off, don't think that just by putting something on your post or in your wall that says, hey, I've got dates for home parties, that people are going to come to you and book home parties. It doesn't work that way. You will need to reach out to people. You will need to approach people. Good, obviously, first thing to think about is that can you get to them? So there's no point booking a home party for someone in Bournemouth if you live in Wakefield. So that's one thing to think about. And before you even start thinking about booking home parties, have a think about when you would like to do them, so that when you speak to someone about a home party, you can give her a couple of options. You can say, I've got this date or this date, so that you're not saying to her, what date do you want? And then she says, oh, I want this date, and then you have to say, oh no, I can't do that. So you need a little bit of prep beforehand. Now, people who make good home party hostesses are people who already love the products, people who are, you know, customers already. They're always a really good person to try, because obviously she's sold on the products already, and she'll be able to tell her friends about how awesome the products are. So have a think about that. Look at people who have ordered from you in the past couple of months. Other people that are good to host home parties for you, family members, your mum or your sister or your auntie, because they will do it for you as a bit of a favour, really. And other people that are good to host home parties with you are people who are potential presenters who haven't yet joined, so it's a good opportunity for you to show them the product, and or people who you know want stuff but can't afford. Okay, so there's 4 types of people there, and what I would do is while we're just sitting here, just quickly grab a piece of paper and write those 4 people down. So someone who is a existing customer who you know loves the stuff, someone who is a family member, someone who is a potential recruit who hasn't yet joined, and someone who would buy from you but can't afford. So that's 4 people. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go to her and you want to say, hey, I hope you're all right. Listen, I've got a couple of slots for home parties over the next couple of weeks, and I wondered if you would like one. It's a good opportunity to get the girls together, have a bit of fun. I'll bring my kit, we can have a play, and you'll get free and discounted shopping. So, and then just, you know, take it from there. And then when she says yes, then you say, okay, I've got this date or this date, which one suits, get her booked in. So that's the first thing, get a date. Find a hostess, get a date. So the next thing to do is that you want to prepare her. So there's no point just booking a date in for a party in like 3 weeks time and saying to her, right, okay, I'll see you in 3 weeks. When you turn up in 3 weeks time, if you haven't heard from her and if she hasn't heard from you, she might not even be in. You'll get there and she'll be sat watching Coronation Street, and there'll be no guests. So for that period, for like ideally a month out, but if not a month out, then, you know, 3 weeks or 2 weeks out, but from the couple of weeks before that party, you are her best friend. Like, you want to be touching base with her every few days, okay? And you want to give her some guidance, because she might not have ever hosted a party before. So you want to be helping her with thinking about who to invite and reassuring her, you know, she doesn't need to put on a hot and cold buffet. She doesn't need to put on a full spread. She can literally put like tea and biscuits out and that's it. Or get everyone to bring a bottle with them. You know, it's no big deal. Like, help her to not feel pressured to have to do anything. She doesn't have to scrub the house from floor to ceiling before anyone comes round. So you want to help her. Now, it's entirely up to you what you do. What I always used to do with home parties is I'd always send her a little something in the post. So I would send her a catalogue or a couple of catalogues, and I would send her a little letter that said, you know, thanks for booking my party with me. I'm really looking forward to it. This is what date your party's on. This is what time I'll arrive. You know, this is what you should, you know, don't worry about food, all that kind of stuff, just to kind of give her a bit of a checklist. And I'd also give her some encouragement in terms of inviting people. Now, you can, obviously, with the magic of Facebook, actually set up a Facebook event on Facebook and get her to invite people, which is a really good way of doing it, because you can then see who's coming and you can comment into that event. And also, if people have been invited and they're not actually coming, you can reach out to them and you can help her get some orders from outside of the party for people who can't come. So that's always really useful. But either way, you want to know that she's invited people, and you want to ask her if she's invited, and you want to ask her how many people she's invited, and give her a bit of guidance on that, because sometimes people will be like, right, well, I've got 6 chairs, I'll invite 6 people. They won't all come. Encourage her to over-invite. Encourage her to ask people to bring a friend. So if she's got 6 chairs, get her to invite, suggest she invites 15 people and asks them all to bring a friend. And what I always used to do that used to work really well is I would say to her, and if you tell people, if you bring a friend, if someone brings a friend that the hostess doesn't know, assuming she's happy to have that person in her house, if someone brings a friend that the hostess doesn't know, I'll give that person a free gift. And I would literally just give them a little sample pot of something, like whether it be foundation or divine moisturizer or a bit of serum or whatever it might be, face wash, whatever you've got, some bronzer, doesn't really matter. Or even just go to the pound shop and buy a load of those bath scrunchies and give them away as free gifts. Okay, so you want to be in touch regularly with your hostess. You want to know that she's inviting people. If you're getting a feeling that she isn't inviting lots of people, you can use a bit of an incentive. So what I used to do is I used to do a hostess bingo, and it was a grid with 9 squares on it, and I just put different things in the square. So I'd put like, invite 15 people, invite someone who is a big makeup fan, invite someone who works with lots of women, invite someone who drives a red car, invite someone who loves shoes, invite someone who who works with children, whatever it might be, and then say to her that when that grid is filled, when you've crossed it all off, I'll give you something. And again, your bath scrunchie comes into its own there. Okay, so it gets to a couple of days before the party. You want to be speaking to her all the time. You want to be getting her excited. You want to be, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be amazing. You can have a little chat with her about whether she'd like a demonstration at the party. I'd suggest you do like an eye over or a lip over. You don't have to do like a full makeup. You can kind of like mix it up and do just something that you feel comfortable with. But we talk to her about what products she likes. Maybe offer, if you feel comfortable, doing a makeover on her, or maybe a makeover on someone else. On the night of the party, arrive 45 minutes before the guests are due to arrive, so you can have a chat with her. That you can kind of like get yourself ready. You can put bits and pieces out. You can just so she feels comfortable, so they're not all sitting there waiting for you when you walk in the door and you're all flustered. I used to always do a demonstration at parties, and I think it's a really good idea, but it's entirely up to you what you do. Now, with regards to actually encouraging people to buy on the night, I always would say, right, I'm going to show you loads of products. I'd give people catalogues or give them a piece of paper so they can make notes of what they like the look of, and I'd do my demonstration. I'd say to them, make a note of what you like the look of at the end. We can work out what you'd like to buy or what you'd like to own, better word. But I would then also say to them, don't feel like you've got to, fill out an order form or anything, and I'll come to you and I'll sort you out and I'll get round everybody. So I used to then go and spend one-on-one time with every single customer, and I'd say to them, every single guest, and I'd say to them, don't worry, I'm going to come round you all. You go get a drink and I'll come and grab you and see if I can help you with anything. I can colour match you and stuff. Now, on the night of the party, I would always do a bundle, a party bundle, and it would be 3 products that I am like, this is my party bundle. This is my can't do without this evening, and I demonstrate that. So it can be anything at all, but for example, it might be a splurge, it might be a lip liner, and it might also be a foundation, for example. But I'd always have a bundle, and every single guest that I'd go round, now it's not discounted, it's just a bundle, it's a party bundle, it's like a special, it's like this is my party bundle for tonight. You can do a free gift with it if you want, bath scrunchie, but you don't have to. So I would go around, and every single party guest I would say, do you want the party bundle? And if I was doing like a splurge, for example, a lip liner, I would tell them what the colour was. If they then want to change it, that's up to them, but you just make it super easy for them, so that they'll just, you're just offering them that. Do you want that party bundle? It's an elegant splurge, it's a primal lip liner, and it's, a sunset bronzer, for example. The deal is that people generally will order 3 items, so if they order the party bundle, 9 times out of 10, they'll buy 2 more items as well, rather than them thinking that I'll have that and that and that. But if you do a bundle and it's 3 items in that bundle, the likelihood is that they'll put more on top of that. So that's what I would always recommend that you do. I would always do a game at the party as well. It can be something dead easy. If you want something you don't have to prepare, a really easy one and a fun one is Animal Bingo, whereby you get everyone to put like a noughts and crosses grid on a piece of paper, draw a box around it. You've got 9 boxes, get them to put numbers between 1 and, I think I used to do 1 and 50 in each of the boxes, and write the name of their favourite animal on it. Then you all swap papers, and the deal is that when you get a number, you have to make the noise of that animal. So they're playing with each other's numbers, and they're also playing with each other's animals. It's always quite amusing and dead easy because you don't have to do any prep. And again, I'd give a little prize, chocolates, a bath scrunchie, whatever it might be. The other thing I used to always do at home parties is I'd always look for party bookings. So I would say, you know, anyone that wants to book a party tonight, you know, I'll give you a free gift, and that would usually be chocolate. And I would sometimes, when I was properly prepared, I've come off the wrong exit, sometimes when I was properly prepared, I'd do 2 bars of chocolate, each of them with a date on, and the date would be within the next 2 weeks, and it would say, you know, book for this date, and you can take this bar of chocolate home with you tonight. And then have a hostess pack ready for her to take home with her. It is all about the preparation with parties. If you're getting cancellations, it's because you probably need to tighten up your preparation. And then the other thing I would always do at home parties is before I left, I would offer the hostess the opportunity. So I would say, you know, have you thought about doing this? You'd be awesome. And I would usually keep an eye out at the party for someone at the party who I thought might make a good presenter, and I'd mention it to them as well. One good thing too that you can do at parties is that you can get everyone to get their phone out and get them to put your number in their phone. So get them to put your number in the phone under Younique and your name, and just say to them, if you ever need a Younique presenter, please ring me or text me, and then get them all to text you there and then. You can have a bit of a competition. You can say, you know, here's my number, first person to text me gets a prize, bath scrunchie. And then you've got all their numbers in your phone, so they just text you, hi, give me a bath scrunchie, and my name is, and then you can save them all. See, clever. So it is all about preparation with home parties, but it's so worth it. We've got people regularly doing £600 parties, so do consider it. If you're thinking, oh, I'd like to, but I wouldn't even know where to start with a large party. Do a party at home and get all of your friends around, and then book parties from that. But home parties are a brilliant way to earn a bit of commission, to build your confidence, to build your networks, to have a bit of fun, and, you know, to just really kind of get the best from the business. So I would recommend that you try it. If you've got any questions, this is a kind of a whistle-stop tour, but if you've got any questions, please send me a message or comment below, and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear what if you're a partier, if you're a home partier, I'd love you to post your top tips underneath so that you can we can share with the rest of the team. Okay, I will see you later. Take care. Bye.